Can you watch your movie? I don't like you listening to me. Ugh, I've never really smelled his shadows, but wow, that stinks. Welcome, my name is Cassie. I hope you're having a good day or had a good day wherever you may be in this world. Today I am showing you how to get this simplified look from the Mini Controversy palette from Jeffree Star and, whoa, I almost just said James Charles. From Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. I give you a little bit more of how I feel about this palette in the tutorial. I definitely don't want the tutorial to be negative. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. If you want to see how I got this look or my feelings towards the palette and stuff like that, then just keep on watching. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel because it is free and it's not going to hurt you to hit that button. And I'm almost at 200 subscribers and I plan on doing a giveaway at 200 subscribers. So yeah, make sure that you are subscribed. I'm looking at the subscribers because I know there's people that only subscribe for giveaways, so I'm watching. Yeah, I upload twice a week, once on Wednesdays and once on Sundays. And just subscribe and keep watching to get this look. Play with my lighting a little bit. If I look a little off, I'm sorry. I'm not a lighting magician. I'm just here to film and upload videos, pretty much. Today I am filming, it is November 13th. The video that went up today on November 13th was the everyday wearable look that you can wear and use, create with the Controversy palette and, with a Conspiracy palette. And today we are going to do a fall wearable, what kind of look can we get with this palette type of thing, because this is the Mini Controversy from the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson palette. I had told you in the first video when I first unboxed it and all of that I wouldn't have purchased this on its own if it didn't come with the bundle, but because they had the option for the bundle, I purchased both. But on its own, it's kind of a weird palette. Like the shades that they decide to put in this palette, I swear I sneeze in every single video. I sneeze in every video, and I'm doing laundry in every video. So if you hear the clinking, I'm freaking doing laundry. At least you know my clothes are clean, right? Even though you see the same sweatshirt in every video. I'm not a let me get dressed up type of person for this video. No, I'm a comfort. I'm in my PJs still. I just feel like it's a very weird palette. I mean, especially with these blues, because it's like, I feel like I'm super echoey. Am I super echoey? Because these two blues kind of throw me off. Like if they would have added a few different, like a deeper brown and then a very, very deep, maybe like plum shade, because they have this super true purple and then this reddish purple sparkly shade here. It almost looks brown in the camera. But if they had like a very, very purple, this would have been perfect for like an everyday fall. Like a fall palette. Because they didn't, this was their decision on making this palette. We're gonna throw something out there and I'm gonna do a very wearable look and show you a look that you can get with this palette. If you're wondering what's on my lip, it is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Delicious. And over top, I have the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk Gloss Bomb. If you have not tried her glosses, you're missing out. Click out of this video right now. Put it on pause, go to Sephora.com and buy you a gloss. They smell good, they feel good, they're not sticky, they're not overly thick where they're making your lips numb. Believe me, I hate lip glosses like that. And yeah, I'm hoping that my eyeshadow look will match this lipstick. So the first brush that I'm using is a very fluffy brush and it's an Emax design. I don't know, you can use a Morphe one if you wanted to. I'm going to dip into Cry on My Couch. Be very careful with these. Don't go into them super harshly because there's a lot of powder on them. So I'm going to use that shade just to go all over my lid. Okay, so the next shade that we'll be using with that same brush is Exposed. And again, I'm just going to pat in there extremely, extremely lightly because it is very, very, has a lot of kickback. And I'm going to focus this shade in my crease. And I start in my outer corner and do windshield wiper motions as well as circular motions, just so that way when I go to the inner corner, there's not a ton of product left. I want majority of it on my outer corner. And like I always tell you when I'm wearing foundation, because I'm wearing foundation, I'm going to be a little bit more careful on my outer corner and with all of my shadows because I don't want it to mess up my foundation. So I'm going to take this Face brush. I literally have no idea what this is. I'm just going to use it as a packing brush for the shade Controversy, which is a purple shade. And I literally just want to try and make this like a deep purple fall look, if you will. Is purple even fall? If it's not, I'm going to make it fall, okay? So I'm going to focus this on the outer corner, and I'm just going to stamp it ever so slightly because, like I said, I have foundation on, so I don't want to make it this huge mess and then not be able to clean it up. So I'm just going to fast forward through this, and it's literally going to be self-explanatory. Just pat it, blend it until you get your desired shade, consistency, and all of that. And I'm literally just going to focus it on my outer corner. If I'm being 100% honest, I guess a purple look isn't an everyday makeup look for most people. Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson got me messed up with these palettes because I just uploaded a conspiracy palette video and I titled it Controversy Palette. People already shared it and everything, so I'm commenting on their shares like, hey, I fixed it on YouTube, but I messed up. If there's one palette that you buy, I would suggest it be the Conspiracy because you can get a whole poop ton of looks with the Conspiracy palette. I need to keep looking down to make sure that I'm not saying Controversy. But you can get a whole poop ton of looks with the Conspiracy palette because you can do wearable looks, everyday wearable looks. You can do pops of colors. You can do fall makeup looks. You can do grungy. You can do bright. So it's like you have a bunch of options with that palette. Whereas with this one, it's kind of like you look at it. It's like I look at it and it has pops of colors, but it's like, do I feel inspired? Not so much. Here's some tea. I feel more inspired with this random palette than I do with like unique makeup. I always have people messaging me like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have friends that sell it, but like I have random people that'll message me because they see me with my YouTube videos and stuff like that, and they'll tag me in their posts, and I'm like, what are you tagging me in your post for? And they're like, oh, I see that you're really good at makeup, so I decided to take the opportunity to like ask you if you wanted to buy my products. No, your 5 nude shades do not inspire me at all. I'm going to take the shade Flat Earth with a Morphe M518 brush, and I'm going to go over the crease and the transition with that just to kind of, it'll blend it together and it'll also make it a little bit deeper. You'll barely be able to see the shade. And then I'm also going to take that with the same brush and tap it on from where I stopped that purple and to the inner corner. Alamod Cosmetics brush. I don't know what it is, but it's a good flat brush and it's really good to use for shades that have some shimmer. So I'm going to take My Apology and I'm going to put this on where you can kind of see where that purple ends and to the inner corner. It's a little bit different because it's darker, but we're not done yet. Alright, and then we're going to take that Morphe brush again, the M518, and in the shade Flat Earth. And we're going to go right over that again, just so that way it gets a little bit lighter and it's also blended. And then over top, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to dip into my boyfriend's purse. I really don't like this shade, but I'm going to go over that shade, My Apology. The reason why I put that underneath is so that way it'll still have like that deep purple, but also have the shimmer underneath instead of just being very, very flat. So pretty much this look is done. Unfortunately, I don't have a very, very white shade to put in my inner corner. So I'm going to take my boyfriend's purse with that same little Alamod brush, but I'm wiping it off. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner and see how it goes. It's not the whitest. It's not like Ranch in the Conspiracy palette, which Ranch, that shade, I love putting in my inner corner and in my brow bone because it's like stark white. I mean, this helps a little bit, but it's meh. So I'm going to take that shade Controversy with the Morphe R41 brush, and I'm going to put that ever so slightly underneath on my lower lash line, but I don't want it to be super purple. I kind of just want it to be there to tie it all together. So I'm using a very, very light hand. And then I'm going to take that shade Exposed, And I'm going to take it on this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. And I'm going to go right over my lower lash line with that shade, just to blend it out. I really do not like this palette. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest. I just added more of that My Boyfriend's Purse. I guess you could keep layering it, but oof, it's just not my thing. I just don't really like it. And that's okay. But I feel like a lot of people may like this palette if they don't do one palette tutorials. Like for me, I can go ahead and I can use this palette mixed with the Conspiracy. I wanted to say Controversy. Mixed with the Conspiracy palette. But for me, especially when I do these YouTube videos, I like to only do one palette tutorials because, okay, like Jaclyn Hill is notorious for dipping into at least 2 palettes every single makeup look that she does. And that doesn't help because it's like, okay, what if I don't have the other 2 palettes that you're using, then I can't even create this look. So that's a little bit annoying, but that's the whole reason why I do the one palette tutorials, is because if you have this palette, you can create this entire look. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I don't think this is the worst look in the entire world. I really don't. And I don't want to sit here and bash the palette because they worked so hard on it, and I enjoy actually watching the videos in the series that they are making. It's not my preference. It's not my preferred palette. Like, I wouldn't go out on my own and just purchase this palette on its own. But I'm sure there's people out there that have bought it that really do love it. But I love the Conspiracy palette, and I'm not saying that this is going to sit in my makeup collection and collect dust, because I can use this when I'm not filming with other palettes to make a great look. It's just, this is a very good wearable look for someone who wants to wear a purple look. It's just not an everyday look. I mean, if purple is your everyday shade, cool, so be it. Live your life. But I know that purple is not an everyday shade for a lot of people. Like, if this was the only palette that they came out with, I wouldn't have purchased it. But because it was a bundle, like I said, I purchased it. I may not do another video dedicated specifically to this palette just because of the way that I feel about it. But if you love it, continue to love it. It's just not my favorite, like I said a million times. Anyways, I hope that you guys kind of enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.